America just found out that senior Trump officials were planning military strikes on Yemen by accident because they leaked their own war plans to a journalist in a group chat on Signal. That's right. We're talking about the Secretary of Defense, the VP, and other high-ranking officials dropping sensitive war plans and accidentally including Jeffrey Goldberg, who is, if you didn't know, the editor-in-chief at The Atlantic. The Houthis are an Iran-backed militant group that's been, going in the Red Sea, attacking ships, blocking pathways, and flexing on the United States for lots of reasons. The expressed reason, of course, is that they feel a duty by international law to prevent genocide. And so the Trump cabinet, just like the Biden cabinet, again, they ain't that different, wanted to send them a message. But here's the issue. The officials were discussing war moves on an unsecured messaging app. They act like it was fantasy football. Now, again, this isn't me defending or conceding the legitimacy of the action itself. Again, the Houthis are not just out there engaged in terrorism. There's a lot of ways that they've been represented that way, but it's a much more complicated geopolitical picture when you talk about Ansar Allah or the Houthis and what they're trying to do in that sea. And what they're effectively saying is we're not going to allow normal passageways until the ceasefire. That's what they said in the past. And now that the ceasefire has ended, they're even more strident about this. But anyway, the point here is not about the Houthis. The point here is about Trump and his team sending out these war plans on a Signal chat. Now, I'll tell you a story about that in a second. But anyway, instead of realizing their mistake, the officials kept talking. They kept breaking down targets. They started talking about attack timelines. They even debated if the strikes should be delayed and when the bombs hit exactly when the chat said they would. Now, maybe they made the mistake on purpose to leak this information, but they don't seem that smart. They seem dumb enough to be that dumb. I think it was reckless. Now, if it's intentional, it's straight up espionage, but either way, it's a national security nightmare. Meanwhile, Trump once wanted Hillary Rodham Clinton, the Secretary of State at the time, in jail. Remember, lock her up. You know why? Because of a private email server. Now, this dude is on damn near on group chats. My man is basically on, on a group text with his national security team plotting wars. This is wild. But also, again, this is dangerous. And I can't stress that enough. This is incredibly dangerous. So y'all can explain this Trump thing to me. I don't understand it. I don't understand how this makes sense. Ryan Grimm, as Rosability said, speculated that someone, Tim Walz, was already leaking to Goldberg. That may be, in fact, true. Either way, it's wildly, wildly, wildly irresponsible.